Hi guys, and welcome to a Mike's Positively Technical World video review. Today I'm going to be looking at probably one of the smallest products worx make. It's this, the worx wa4009. And you sit there going, that's cute, Mike. It's a charger, but it has no lead. It's not a charger. Well, it is a charger actually. It's a USB charger. Juicy, juicy. Do like a nice little juicy product like this, and what you do is you get your standard run-of-the-mill. We'll go with 2 amp because it's nice and small and compact, and this simply slides on just in a similar way that the small chargers do, and then it is primed and ready as a USB charger. And that's very well and cool, and I'm pretty sure you will all agree that you can get any sort of USB product that you want. Let's go and grab a light, some bicycle lights for example, and you can go, brilliant, it's a bicycle light. This one's a bright light. It's actually made by a particular prime UK high street cycle retailer. It's got a USB cable that goes in the bottom here, and if you're like me, you're a cyclist, the off-road variety I'd like to add, you can eventually find the hole. Might go find the hole. Yeah, at some point this plugs in here. There it goes. You push it on, and you're away, and it's charging. That is pretty darn cool. And we can leave it charging, and it will charge as long as it takes, and it will take as much battery out of your 20-volt powershare battery as it needs. You can then obviously charge your other batteries, etc. And this light's pretty cool. It also turns into a power charge bank itself. That's pretty cool. But the question always is, how long does it run? How long does it charge? How many charges can you make? And how much can it charge? And I'd love to be able to tell you how long it will last. And this is where my little machine would come in, and you'd all go, oh, how many watts does it do? And I'd like to try and show you, and I will. But of course I've been there, I've done that, and I've got the t-shirt. And I can tell you it's a bit disappointing. So we'll standardly rig this in, rig this onto here, and it knows. Honest to God, I saw the lights actually flash up originally on it. It somehow magically knows that it's been infiltrated. I don't know whether or not that's... No, even if you undo the temperature sensor and voltage sensor, it still knows somehow. It's the only product that worx make that knows it's been infiltrated. So that's not going to work. So how can I test it? Well, I can still test it, and I have to test it using this little puppy, which has a USB interface on the side here. So if somebody comes up behind me and goes bang, I forget, very, very not funny. We just plug this in here. It says welcome. We can then plug that onto the battery, that into there, into the back, and then push on, and it will know that it's been drawn upon. However, luckily for me, it doesn't know that it's having a false load put on it. At some point this will go click. There it goes. And it will know, it'll stop flashing. And if I increase the load to about 0. See how fine, I think this is the fine one. Yep, that is the fine one. Let's not go too far ahead of ourselves. It's like designed for doing like up to 20 amps, trying to get 0.1. There you go, a 0.11 of an amp. That's how sensitive this is, and it still charges. You drop it down beyond 0.1 to 0.9, it doesn't charge. You see, that is how sensitive this is. I'm not touching this really in any way, shape or form. So then the question goes, how high does it go? Well, this particular one, I don't think it's the most prime version that you could probably ever get. It's one of the first ones that they ever had on production. I have had this for a number of years actually, just never really got around to testing it. You'll see here on the left is your voltage output. Just going to turn that down because of course you guys can't see that. Glare back. There you go. If I increase this, try and pin it at 1 amp. Let's not try and get too OCD, Mike, but at 1 amp it goes down to 4.85 volts, which is, you figure, not really that good, but it is drawing nearly 5 watts, so that is about on par. If it's obviously 5 volts, it would be a bit more ideal. Then weirdly, as it increases, it fluctuates slightly, trying to keep up. At 1.5 amps, it's still sustaining 4.85 volts. Still 4.85. It did like down fluctuate just then. Now run out of fine tuning, so I'm just going to reduce the fine tuning, give it a coarse load, then increase the fine tuning again. 1.8, 1.9, 2 amps, 2.4, 2.6. Now dropped down to 4.7 volts. 2.1, 4. 2.16, 2.18. And there you go, at 2.18, it gives up the ghost, which is pretty good. I'll be honest, it's probably internal intelligent circuitry doing that rather than the machine itself. That's currently running at just over 10 watts. 10 watts, this battery should, in theory, last 3.6 hours. Because it's got 36 watt hours in it. So yeah, there you have it. There's some facts and figures for you. I could, if you really want to, guys, drain it right the way down and find out how long it does last. This is the machine to do it, and it will do it because that's what it's designed to do. I don't really have time to do that, to be honest, but I will put the facts and findings sort of shunted on the end of this video because I don't really want to have you guys just sitting and watching a screen for the next 3.5 hours. But join us in the next video. No, joking. No, I'll put the results, if you like, in the comment section, and I'll find out how long it does actually last. Because it'll be interesting. Well, I think it'll be interesting anyway. Maybe I'll use a new battery, and I'll do it with a 2 amp and a 4 amp, and maybe even 6 amp as well. And I shall let you guys know what the results are. I'll do it at 2 amps maybe, and at 1 amp. I'll just let you know. But either way, that is a legitimate product that will sustain 2 amps, 2.1 amps, and it will do it all day long, I suppose. It's got 2 ports on the back of it as well. Just undo that for a second. Still continue to spin because of course it's cooling down, but yeah, it's got 2 ports on the back to give a total of 2 options, I suppose, for plugging it in. You've got a port underneath and a port on top. And there you go. Really, that's it. I can't really say a lot more about it. It's a USB charger, and I was already sat there talking about it for 10 minutes and showing you about it. These retail for about 25 quid, and this makes a difference. Actually, I think they're 23.99. They sometimes do go on sale and are slightly cheaper. But yeah, these are very worthwhile. I like them. It's small, it's compact, and it does a job. It does it fantastically. So there you have it, guys. The worx WA4009.